Hello my friends, my name is WeeAddy and welcome back to Sonic Frontiers. It just started to rain. How lovely is that? Just have a little listen. Okay, that's enough. So off camera I went and did some fishing because I really wanted to play more Sonic Frontiers between episodes and I didn't know what else to do that wouldn't progress the story. So I went and fished. So here's all the exciting things I caught and also 11 new egg memos. So have a listen to those. It will take around 4 or 5 minutes for all this, but just enjoy or skip ahead.
I found elements from my own EggNet, the United Federation, even planet Donpa Kingdom race data. As best as I can surmise, this cyberspace extends well beyond the scope of these islands and is gaining information from around the world. Fascinating. I am officially jealous. This entire expanse was constructed by the ancient race who had previously settled on these islands. The level of technology they employed is completely alien to me, so I can't salvage it. Yet. It appears the Starfall Islands act as the CPU for cyberspace. Once I'm out of here, I need to secure them at all costs. I'm not able to access the data too readily, but it appears the entire history of the Ancients is recorded here in cyberspace. More than that, they logged their memories, their desires. It's almost like they encoded their very souls into this place. Now then, how can I use that to my benefit? Who were the Ancients? They predate any civilization by a wide margin. The Echidnas? The Black Arms? Please. The Babylonians? Hardly. And yet they didn't seem to influence the world beyond these 3 piddly islands. Why? What stopped them from conquering the world? I'm finding multiple connections between the Ancients and the Chaos Emeralds. Their technology seems built with the Emeralds in mind. It's almost like they share the same origin. I enjoy a good mystery, but not when the answers are more mysteries. Ah! The Ancients seem to have employed a set of strange icons as keepsakes or totems. That same imagery is being used by the Coco running around the islands. Did the Coco inspire the Ancients? Or did the Coco adopt the leftovers once the Ancients were gone? Something wiped out the Ancients, that's for certain. A catastrophic event caused dire environmental shifts across the islands. It appears they made some effort to rebuild, but they were living on borrowed time. They died out within a generation. I don't believe this. I had Sage run a diagnostic on the recorded genetic data of the Ancients, and then against archives I have with me. They're relatives of Chaos, the god of destruction. After countless years, their DNA corroded to the point they were completely transformed into a new species. Some kind of radiation affected them for eons, making them unrecognizable. Except to a genius like me. I'm deploying my most advanced artificial intelligence into the ancient network spanning the Starfall Islands. I've codenamed it Sage. Sage will take over the alien network, take control of all its resources, and give them to me. Once I'm out of here, Sage is performing at peak efficiency. Makes me wonder where I went wrong with Orbot and Qbot. Not only is she taking control of the Ancients network, but she's harassing Sonic as well. I love it! Despite her best efforts, Sage can't seem to control the Titans. Phooey. She can prompt them to act, but something is blocking her from assuming total control.
Following that, here's also some footage of me fighting a squid, and beating it from full health to 0 health in one go, because apparently I was really good at it that time. And then lastly, with the little bits of gameplay that I did do between camera, it was mostly just traversing the world and just running around having fun. I did get a couple seeds here and there. I got a couple bits of XP. As you can see, we're now level 55 to use up. Here's me upgrading my attack with the seeds of power and also my speed a little bit. But all that aside, let's jump into our skills here and actually buy some new stuff. So I'm going to buy the quick Psy Loop, and I'm going to buy... Oh, it's going to teach me how to do this immediately. So we do this. Attack, attack. We just press Y while we're mid-combo. Very interesting. I also didn't realize that my stomp ability that I got was attack, attack, and then press B. That's a different move. It's not just pressing the B for a stomp. So I've been doing things wrong this entire time. And then we can do one of those. We've got a whole bunch of different moves now. Look at that. Just combo it all together. And then I want to buy this loop kick. Press right trigger in midair, then B in midair. Okay. It's gonna take me to the training simulator. Okay. You can kind of like almost hit them at the same time and it'll work just as well. So let's see. I want to see just like how much I can chain together at one time. Yeah, I can get a little bit of everything in there. Nice. And then I got a B move in there. Alright, very cool. We got some new moves to add to our arsenal that I'll completely forget how to do. But let's get stuck back into the game here. I have positioned myself... Well, I had positioned myself up on that platform, but I guess not. Now let's see if this will work. Yeah, it actually launched me off properly. Sometimes it seems like you do magnetize to those platforms a little bit whenever you're coming off of them. But I found Amy here. Now, I think in one of the last episodes I was down there in those leaves and I thought, where's Amy? Because like she was on the map, but I couldn't find her. And it turns out she was just here the whole time, up on this platform. So let's have a chat with her and see what new stuff we got. Because I now that I've done a whole bunch of like leveling up and exploring, I want to just progress story a lot in this episode. So we're going to be doing a lot of cutscenes, I think.
It's beautiful here, but there's a loneliness here. The land feels sad and empty.
Yeah, I got the same feeling. I think it's tied to the ruins, weird robots, and other stuff we've encountered. But on the plus side, I've got plenty of room to run around.
And you never know how many new routes you may discover.
Yeah, I'll try not to have too much fun finding a way to restore you.
Just some general banter. I will just be checking map constantly to see what other like little bits of Amy I can find. So like there's an Amy there. Let's go there. I'll save this one till near last, but I'll try and do as much as I can. I want to get a whole bunch of like extra story stuff this time around and just see what I can find. So similarly, this is the one that I couldn't find last time. She must be up on that platform there. So let's ride this rail. Nope, didn't mean to go backwards. Oops, damn. I'm too fast for my own good. Yeah, there she is.
Oh, wow. I don't think we've seen any ruins quite like this on our adventures.
Yeah, they're ancient, but also look kinda advanced. Wait, is retro sci-fi a thing? How were the tower and the floating giant stone built?
Tails is the genius among us. Let's find him and see if he can figure things out.
Right. I'm sure he'll hang on until I find him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but... Among Us? I think I'll use the map a little bit to make this a little bit easier. Okay, so... Yeah, it says side story is Amy and Sage, which I can see a Sage here, and then an Amy all the way back on Tutorial Island. I don't know what she's doing all the way back there. And then we've got main story Amy here. So I'm going to go and hit each one of these, And then maybe we'll do like the cyberspace stages that I found since then, because there's a stage here and a stage here that I haven't done yet. And probably another one somewhere, because there's a 1-5 I'm pretty sure I'm missing somewhere. So let's hit up those, and then we'll do some more main story progress. Also, I don't know if I put it into an episode yet, but I don't think I have. These fast travel reels are the thing I was talking about like way back in like the second or first episode. These bumpers all the way out here, yeah, it's related to fast travel to return to the island. So the bumpers and stuff were all just here waiting for all this to come into place. I just decided to go ahead and try and do it before it was even a thing. But look at that, I'm all the way back here. And there's Amy there. That was pretty handy, actually.
These ruins are almost like a puzzle.
I know, right? I don't even know what I'm doing with most of these. I'm just running on instinct.
Well, the energy that powers them is linked to cyberspace, right? And you took on that power when you freed me. Maybe that link is giving you special insight? Maybe they use that link among themselves. Like, instead of a language, they shared their thoughts and feelings directly.
Yeah, maybe. Well, all I know is the idea of the map gets updated in my head, which brings me one step closer to rescuing you.
The map is in his brain? Also, this puzzle was you spin around 3 torches, and then like a puzzle back there was you used your hand and you spun a statue. It wasn't that deep, Sonic. He's just like, spinning a thing. How do I spin? All right, Sage, what do you have to say? It's still always weird whenever you're just out hanging about.
Oh, hey. You show up everywhere. You know, I don't think we were ever properly introduced. I'm Sonic.
I know who you are. Your age, your biometrics, your weaknesses. You live for speed, are short-tempered and short-sighted.
Oh, so you're a fan. But I don't know anything about you, Miss...
I will not share personal information with an enemy.
Why are we enemies? Weird kid. I don't really get a bad vibe off of her, though.
Interesting. I am noticing with these like side story cutscenes. Oh, hi, Coco. With these side story cutscenes, the animation is a lot more stilted. It seems like they just go through a couple of generic poses, maybe some head turning. They're not quite as animated. Like, I feel like the ones between Sonic and Amy that are like main story cutscenes are slightly more lively, but I am noticing like a difference in the animation, just how much of it is on show. But for the most part, because it's mostly just dialogue and like exposition, you don't really need a whole lot more, but it is something that I'm noticing anyway. Okay, she's right at that next one, so I feel like I should go do the cyberspace stage that I found in the waterfall first, down to here. But then where's 1-5? Okay, portals. We got 1-1, 1-2, 3, 4. Oh wait, that's 5. And that's 3. So I've missed 1-4 somewhere in this area. And then there's 1-5, 6 here, 1-7 there. I'm just going to go through and hit up a bunch of cyberspace, and then when I get to this one, and we'll talk to Sage and do that one at the same time, if I can. Because I don't know how to get there. Ooh, portal gear. Alright, cool. I'm having a hard time trying to find, like, this next one, so I'm gonna do some of these challenges and unlock bits of the map and see if maybe that helps me locate it. Maybe that's all I'm missing. And then maybe I can get an idea. Or, at the very least, I can just uncover more map and... yeah, that helped. Not at all, it's mostly mountain at that side. There is something over here, though. There's an Amy up here. Was that one even on the map? Oh, she's in an area I haven't unlocked yet. Oh, interesting. So there's probably some more side story Amy that I haven't seen yet. Well, this is handy.
You hanging in there, Amy? Is your condition, well, I don't know, uncomfortable?
It's certainly unsettling, but it makes a big difference being able to at least talk to you. Before you freed me, I couldn't see or hear anything clearly. It was like looking into a kaleidoscope that was always shifting. I couldn't tell if I was coming, going, or moving at all. I'd have gone crazy if you hadn't gotten me out.
You're tough. I know you'd have hung in there. Still, I'm glad I could get you out. And I'm not gonna stop until you're back to normal.
It's so sweet. He definitely seems more concerned about Amy than the fact that Tails is also somewhere and he has no idea where. But, I'm not implying anything. Got another one of these games here. I guess that counts. That still hasn't helped. But it's probably in the section basically right next to me somewhere. Like, I want to say it's like over where those like mini towers are, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm so hell-bent on doing it in order. It doesn't really matter. I was about to say, I thought this was Ninja. He's got like a little star on him though for some reason. Oh, shit. I've forgotten my moves. I tried to do like 2 different moves at once there. There we go. That's a bit more like it. Use a little bit of everything there. He was just hanging about in this area, and he gave a portal gear. Okay, sweet. I'm convinced it's going to be like in these trees somewhere that I can't see. But it would still need to like stick out enough. Oh! I didn't know these were in this game. Whoops. Now that is just straight out of Unleashed. Ugh. A bit more forgiving on the timing though, at least. Well, even with all this extra height, I can't see where it's supposed to be. I don't know. I'll keep on looking, but if I can't see it, I'm just gonna go ahead to the 1-5. So there's this mini challenge that I've missed near this big tower, and it's like I gotta climb up this wall, and then I gotta climb up this next part of the wall. But I don't actually know how to get up there. Like, other than like doing it what doesn't seem correct at all, but then this keeps on just telling me how to do the side loop because at the top there's a flame I need to extinguish. So I'm very unclear on what I'm supposed to do. Because it's clearly like a wall climbing tutorial, but like it's a wall climbing tutorial, but also there's no way for me to reach that, and there's no way for me to like close the gap of the wall. So this is pretty much the only thing I can think of is like do the bounce, get a double jump, and then like maybe boost towards it if I'm lucky. But then like the way Sonic turns in the air doesn't quite work with this. So let's try it like this. Like this doesn't feel like the correct way to do it. And I can't get it to move, so I feel like I'm missing something. And I've tried this spring, it just launches me like towards here, so I don't know. Oh, that was it. There we go. That's clearly not the intended method, but it's the only way I can get it to work. I need to know exactly how you're supposed to do that, because that's not it. And after all that, it didn't even show me the next one. So it has to be like in this cluster of areas here somewhere, I guess. This is different. This is the thing I spun and then like the slot machine started, but then maybe that was just an unrelated event and I got confused. I think that might be the case because maybe it was just a weird coincidence. Yeah, okay. Wow, I didn't realize that I hadn't been doing the right thing that entire time. Unlocks more map, narrows down where the portal is not, at least. Oh my god, I'm a dumb bitch. 1-1, 1-2, -3, -4, -5, 6-7. Everybody yelling at your screen, please fuck off. I don't care. For some reason, I've only managed to, like, I've unlocked everything except for this portion of map, which I'm thinking, oh, it could relate to this. But this is the area of the map that is like, you are not ready, come back later. That part in front of me there. Alright, I'm sorry, we'll go do cyberspace, we'll talk to Sage, we'll talk to Amy, we'll continue. I can't believe I wasted so much. I've been recording for 37 minutes, and probably a good 20 of those have been looking for the damn stage. Oh, I'm a dumb bastard. I don't care. Right, we're here. Okay. Put the gears in. I don't want to hear it. Okay, right. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Alright, we're back in Green Hill. More hype as hell music. Oh, is this one based on, like, original Green Hill 1 from Sonic 1? It is. Which means it's probably closer in line to, like, Green Hill from Sonic Colors Ultimate? Or Colors, I guess. Boing. Not seeing any... Oh, there's one. Red Star Rings. Alright, I mean, it's kind of Generations-y. I don't know. It's got like a mixture of the two. It feels so slow in cyberspace compared to running around in the open world. Double loop-de-loop. Try to... Oh, hello, I'm on the upper path now. Not seeing any, God, those are slow. Ah, look at the size of that motorbug! It really is, like, a stark difference. Okay, so I haven't missed any red star rings yet. Good. I thought I was for sure there. Also, I was, like, making a big stink about, the fact that Eggman, like, called out the islands. I think what he was referring to is the fact that Green Hill, Sky Sanctuary, and Chemical Plant are all, like, clearly referenced in cyberspace. Like, they're literally being reimagined here. So that's probably what he meant by their signatures, or whatever it was he meant to say. Probably nothing more than that, but it's still neat to have them name dropped. We got everything there except for the S rank time, which is 1:15, so I'll just replay and do that real quick. Oh, I completely forgot to actually gush about those Eggman memos at the start of the episode, but holy shit, we haven't had like a name drop of like many of those things, especially in a main series title. We had like the racing, like Kingdom, Dompa Kingdom or whatever from Team Sonic Racing. Okay, so that's just canon to the main story now. And like all this stuff is always considered canon by like Ian Flynn and like other writers anyway. Like they know what they can and can't use, but it's just cool to see it referenced in like the most recent main title. And like a lot of times they don't need to like call out things by name. But like we got the Black Arms mentioned from Shadow the Hedgehog, we got the Babylonians, which for a long time, because of the weird way that those guys are like in a, like a futuristic kind of world, you always sort of would have expected like, oh, maybe they are in their own continuity, but they're in the IDW comics. And now they've been referenced directly in a main series title for the first time, so like, it's all canon. Even Shadow the Hedgehog is still being considered canon. The Black Arms, that all happened, it's canon. Shadow said damn a whole bunch of times and shot people. I don't know, it's cool to see all this being maintained. And I know it's just like little nods here and there, and that's what Ian said it was going to be, like nothing serious, but it's still really nice to see because otherwise it's just being left on the cutting room floor and not used again. So it's good to see that they're being referenced, and it means that they're probably going to take from these more and more as they go forward, because they're not afraid to now. They're like openly being like, yes, we remember our history, all of it. Like, even with it not being canon anymore, I wouldn't be surprised if a little nod to Soliana got mentioned at some point, but I digress. Anyway, we finished that cyberspace stage. Let us crack on to the one where Sage is, and we'll talk to Sage, and then we'll talk to Amy, continue main story, and maybe we'll be getting out of here. I don't know, maybe this is the episode. So here's the thing about Sage and the next cyberspace. It's over there. So I can see bumpers that will get me back, but I don't know how to get there. I'll just hang around the edge here and see if I can find something. Oh. Ooh. Oh, there's an elder dude here. Hello, elder dude. Didn't even see him here. Okay, so we've ranked up a little bit more. Got some cocos here. It is really pretty, this game, sometimes. When the sun comes out and you can just see the amount of flowers, it's really nice. Let's see. Can I just kill these dudes real quick? Yes, I can. That Sonic Boom attack is just really good for these guys. Also, I suppose I'm probably a bit over-leveled in terms of strength and stuff. Okay, what does this mean? Whoa! Alright, I didn't really do a whole lot, but I've done it. Got some more purple coins. Okay. And then we go on this. I missed it. Ah. Ooh. It didn't make that one easy to get to. Ah. There we go. Okay, here we are. Hi, Sage. There's a button here too, so let's collect these, collect the cocoa. Lot of little goodies here. Wasn't necessarily challenging, but it was just like a bit abstract as to how to get here.
How are you able to return from cyberspace so freely?
I don't know. I guess I'm just that awesome. Yeah. Although, I bet you'd have better insight on that.
I will not share data with the enemy. Besides, your survival may be a fluke. You cannot cheat fate forever.
Wow, thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep doing it until I figure out how to rescue Amy. Yeah, it doesn't matter if this is all one big trap or if you keep throwing weird robots at me. Nothing's gonna slow me down or stop me. Count on it.
Very good. Sage got a wee bit, not personal, but like almost help me. Oh, there we go. Okay, that makes things a little bit easier. Okay, well let's go in here and see what they were hiding from us all the way over here. Why is this one so tucked away? It better be good. Is this the city escape level? I know there's a city escape level. It's very cool. There's also like a green forest level from like Adventure 2. There's some really cool Adventure 2 levels. I think this might be it. Oh yes! This is exciting. I mean, it's so much bigger than the original one, but like, look at this! And like, cyberspace is still like whatever, it's cyberspace, but it is cool to see like some of these like old zones reimagined that have not been in a Boost title before. Like the chemical plant and Green Hill stuff and Sky Sanctuaries, like they've been doing that one for years, especially with Generations. Like it's literally in that style, but like this is like a modern interpretation of what oh shit, SA2 City Escape could be. I don't know what happened there. When I was airborne, I couldn't move left or right. But again, it's just more cyberspace jank. For some reason, the controls are very odd in here. And like, I'm recognizing where I am. Like, this is the part where you run down the big building. And then we've got like this, where you're going up the staircase. Like, it's very reminiscent. Like, if I didn't know these were based on old levels, I would have recognized this one immediately. Like, there was a whole lot of stink about it on Twitter and stuff whenever it was first revealed, but I think something like this is cool because it hasn't been done to this degree before. Very cool. I do like that. And I mean, I know Cityscape was in Generations as well, but I don't think it was quite the same. I got the S rank on that one first time. We need to go back and get 50 rings though. But yeah, I don't think it wasn't built anything like this, so I don't know, it's slightly more fine in my opinion. Though I will say, because it just occurred to me there as I'm running through here, like I got S rank even though I died, and I think that is something they still need to work on, is like getting S ranks for people who are still dying. Like, I don't think that should be a case. Like, at the very least, you know, I liked it in like the SA2 or Sonic Heroes style where it was based on points, where your points were made up because you were running fast and you were killing enemies, you were doing all these things, so the S rank was a lot harder to obtain, and taking a hit or dying especially just meant you were probably not going to get the S rank. You kind of had to perfect the stage, and that made like perfecting those old stages super fun. Whereas here, like, already there's no punishment for dying, but like the fact that like I was able to die and still get airstrike on that. Makes it not that impressive. I think. The time, like, making a time-based is still fun, but then, because it's time-based and death didn't really, like, set me back that much, it didn't matter that it was time-based. I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is, it's a good system because it means it encourages speed, but then if it's so lenient that I can die and still make it, then maybe it's not the greatest system. We need like a mixture of both. Anyway, we've done every side story thing that I can possibly find, at least I think. Yeah. So let's continue. This is main story stuff.
Hey, still thinking about the cocoa?
Yeah, and more. I'm not sure what happened, but I know what I saw. A love that transcended time. I believe in that power. When this is over, I want to share that love with the world. Even though it may take us far apart.
I know you'll do great. I want to hear all about it when you come back.
Oh, this is opening now. Okay.
What's up, Amy?
Look. Wasn't this region locked off before? I think you can interact with it now. I think you can rotate some of them.
Maybe they'll act like the other puzzle locks and show me the way to that Titan.
It's worth a shot.
Alright, what's the right way to do this? Looks like there's a pattern on the ground.
Well, he sort of spelled it out for me there. A grave mystery. Among the many tombstones, there are black tombstones that can be turned. Oh, these are tombstones? Okay. Turn these tombstones and point them in the right direction. The pattern on the ground may give a hint. Thank you for the double hint of look at the ground and just follow the line. I mean, I suppose it is Baby's first like puzzle game, whilst also being like a 3D platformer. Anyway, we're going to have to wrap this episode here, because obviously we had a big introduction with the big stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, my friends. Next time, Titan fight? Perhaps. I should probably trade in all these Cocos as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.